It's better late than ever, I always say. I might be late to the party, but I still turned up to the party nonetheless. Let's do the trailer reaction to the final 4.
What?
Let's do Let's do a trailer reaction to the Fantastic Four. Oh, I might be late to the party, but at least I still Oh, I might be late to the party, but at least I still turned up.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do the trailer reaction to the Fantastic Four first steps. Well, they say it's a final trailer. I doubt it's a final trailer. It's coming out in a month's time. I don't see how this would be the only trailer or the final trailer they release, and that's it. Unless this is the final trailer, and then they'll do teaser trailers and TV spots between now and the 25th of July.
That's right.
Without further ado, let's proceed, shall we?
Famous around the world, please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Mr. Fantastic.
I like the stretching animation, it's good.
Invisible Woman. Human Torch.
I love you, Johnny.
And the Thing.
Hey, what time is it? Say the thing.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobberin time.
I hope he says it in the movie though, and not some last minute .com. At least say it at the right time in between, maybe once or twice. Not all the way towards the end. Just say it at the right time at least.
That's just in the cartoon. Never late for Sunday dinner. Let's eat.
Hey, what time is it?
Yeah, that brother's starving.
I think he likes food then.
He ain't lying.
The fact that Galactus is coming in and their alarm clock or their danger alert alarm clock danger.
What?
The device is letting them know something's coming into the atmosphere. I wonder if Reed is like a mega super big deal in their city. I wonder if he already has a satellite or satellites in orbit, because I'm trying to figure out what does he have in the atmosphere that is letting him know or letting them know that danger is approaching. It has to be a satellite. There's no way you have something. I'm trying to figure out what kind of artificial intelligence he has in place that will give them a heads up before whatever hits wherever they hit.
Don't ask questions.
They don't know what's behind them until they turn around. Or how do they even know? Well, I guess the lights, reaction, then they see all the bright lights and turn to the sky. But the fact that their alarm danger alert thing is going off. Why am I calling it? I don't know why my brain isn't finding the exact word. But their device is going off. So the only thing my brain is thinking is Reed has a satellite or multiple satellites in orbit, or he's connected to the military satellites in the atmosphere. So if anything outside of Earth, in the Earth atmosphere is coming towards them, they can get a heads up and get prepared. You see, they didn't know that was occurring until they turned around. So I imagine you hear the sound in the background and the lights reflecting against the window, and then they turn around. So how would they know where the threat is when the alarm goes off? Or do they go into their Fantastic Four car and then punch in the coordinates? Like if there's danger in the mall, would the devices say there's a threat or there's a scenario going down in the mall, or there's a robbery at the bank, and then give them the exact coordinates and location as to where the robbery is? And if so, when Galactus or when Silver Surfer comes into Earth's atmosphere, would the devices say spatial anomaly or space or outside, I don't know, space event going on in Manhattan or in New York at this specific location? How precise are those devices? Or is it just like a broad area of saying there's something going on downtown?
I herald his beginning. I herald your end.
What do you mean by that?
I don't like her look. There's something weird about her eyes. This part looks so awesome. Yeah. This dude looks absolutely menacing. Seeing this being this huge, nah, I'd crap my pants. Yeah, I don't like her face. The design is weird. I think they should have made her eyes pure white with no pupils and no iris. There's something weird about her face and her hair. Whatever. Look how huge that thing is. So this is where they are then. Is that the 4 of them, I assume? Or am I just, no. It could be. But look at how huge this guy is, man. I would really crap my pants. Dude, if you see something that big in real life, I think you need therapy. I don't know what you need, but I wouldn't function regularly or normally after seeing something like this. I think I'll need 3 days to just rest and just, wrap my head around it.
He ain't lying.
I think Johnny here, something must have happened because Grimm's got Johnny on his shoulders. So I'm wondering if he got knocked out right here. 'Cause I thought that was someone carrying Ben Grimm, but I was like, there's no one strong enough to lift up Ben Grimm. So that means Ben is lifting someone up. Reed tells Ben, get us out of here. So I don't think it's Johnny. So I don't think it's Reed on Grimm's back. It must be Johnny then.
Get out of here, Ben! Hold on!
Are we safe?
I don't know.
This is probably when Silver Surfer comes, does her announcement and speech, and then everyone's panicking and whatnot. I really feel sorry for Reed and everyone else. This is why I was wondering in my previous trailer reactions, based on how the dialogue is gone in the trailers, it seems to be that they are the only superpowered beings in this iteration of Earth, this alternate reality or alternate version of Earth. I'm wondering, that means there's no X-Men, there's no Avengers, there are no superpowered heroes whatsoever. They're probably super villains, but there's no alternate version of X-Men, alternate version of the Avengers or the Inhumans, and that must be a lot of work for just 4 people. It must be a lot. And I don't even know how they're going to showcase this version of Earth in this movie. I'm so curious and looking forward to how they do it. They could do so many things. For example, did they ever have slavery on this Earth? Damn. Did they ever have any world wars on this Earth? Did this version of Earth ever have any tectonic plates shift? Meaning, are the land masses of every nation the same on this version of Earth? Is Africa bigger? Africa smaller? Is Africa even part of this Earth? Like, did this version of Earth form the exact same way our version of Earth has?
That boy is good.
The distance between their Earth and the sun, how many planets they have in their galaxy, so I'm so curious, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they really touch on those things. Like earlier when I watched the trailer, I noticed a few things, like different forms of technology and different forms of cars they had in the environment. And it gave me the vibe of the Jetsons. The Jetsons had this futuristic, or what they thought the future would look like. I assume it's a mixture of what they thought the future would look like and obviously fantasy that they put into the cartoons as well. And that's the only thing I can reference that is similar to this Fantastic Four movie is the Jetsons cartoons and their tech. So I really want to see how they're going to play with this Earth. Do they have phones? Do they have mobile phones? Do they have landlines? Do they even ever have any problems with poverty, for example? Do they have homeless people? Is there such thing as rich and poor? Do they have racism?
Shut up and take my money.
Dude, there's a lot. There's a lot these guys can play with and pull off nicely. I wonder if this is going to be their version of a perfect Earth until Galactus comes to threaten that. Because in all the trailers, they all seem to really praise and appreciate and some, I want to say low-key kind of worship Fantastic Four.
What do you mean by that?
So when, I imagine when the threat shows up, they're expected to deal with the threat. So that's why I said it must be a lot on their shoulders as the only superheroes of Earth. It seems like it is, unless that's what the trailer is convincing us to think that it is. And then when we go to see the movie, we realize there are going to be other superheroes as well. Aha! That's why I'm so curious as to how big this Earth is. Maybe it's a smaller Earth. Because 4 people for the whole planet is some. I don't even know. Do they have more robots? I keep seeing Kirby in all the different shots. I wonder how many other robots outside of Kirby they have. Or is it like all the machines are called Kirby and there's a designated number to each Kirby? Aha! But only 4 superheroes for the whole planet. That is a massive workload. And then you have to wonder how many supervillains are out there as well. Do they have monsters, or is it just regular, armed robbers and gangsters and maybe 1 or 2 experiments gone wrong supervillains? But outside of that, I don't see how 4 superheroes can take on the Earth's problems. That's where I kind of think Reed comes into play, implementing certain things like technology, helping the police, helping the army. So I wonder how all those things come into play, because I don't see how 4 people can protect the Earth. This is why I'm so looking forward to seeing this movie compared to the Superman movie. I'm more excited for this because I just want to see how they're going to tackle their version of Earth and how technology works and how I don't know what city they're in. I've not seen anyone mention anything about America. I've not seen someone call out, the place they live in. The places look familiar for Americans, but for those of us who don't live in America, for all the trailers I've seen, I can't remember where someone has called out that they're in America, or they're in New York, or they're in Las Vegas or Miami. none of these trailers have pointed out the specific location they're in.
The clock is ticking. We are going to find a solution. We are going to make it right.
It's not like guilt.
Crush him.
I like that.
The four of us.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. I think I missed it. Hold on. Right there. Right there. This little vehicle here. This looks like a little smart car. So what is it? And even here, this looks like they're flying cars. I'm not even sure they're flying cars. So already I'm excited because I just want to see how technology works in this city. Yeah, it's like you got little odd vehicles like this. You got the regular one here, but this little odd thing. I don't know if Reed Richards is responsible for all these little upgrades. Like I imagine the cars that they build in this Earth, they're probably Earth friendly, eco friendly, so they wouldn't do or cause any damage to the Earth atmosphere as well. Especially with Reed, being so smart and having the ability to change and improve things. I wonder if this Earth would be like a perfect version of almost like what we all wish for here in this current reality. Watching it in the cinema would be like, oh, this would be a cool place, cool reality to warp to or time travel to or jump to, because it seems like everyone just living a happy life, a good life, a healthy life. I wonder how the food is. I wonder if they have any GMO or non-GMO stuff.
Get this man shield.
When I saw this part, I was like, yeah, definitely I'd love to do a reaction to this one, especially this little device here. I thought this thing was flying ahead of the Fantastic Four car, but then I saw the second one here. So I thought these were flying or hovering traffic lights, but then there's a traffic light here. So I was like, okay, well, this isn't a hovering traffic light. This must be like a delivery bot. So I didn't even know they had flying robots in this movie.
The four of us will face the danger.
This is why I said it reminds me of the Jetsons. These little high-rise cylinder, weird-shaped building. I don't even know what. There must be a language. There must be a design language for these types of architecture. But the only thing that comes to mind is literally Jetsons, nothing else. Like, look at this building right here. It's very strange, odd shapes. Like this one kind of reminds me of these two buildings remind me of two growing mushrooms.
What does that mean?
So I wonder whose ideas these are.
That boy is good.
Definitely looking forward to seeing this, because I just want to see how this world operates. I kind of know what to expect with Superman, but this I have no idea what to expect. No idea whatsoever. And that's exciting for me.
We will protect you.
Family. It's about connecting to something bigger than yourself. We'll face it.
I wonder what happens there. So maybe Reed and everyone's like, yeah, evacuate the city or go underground. They're underground somewhere because they're looking up. That doesn't look like it's that doesn't look like they're up above. Yeah, looks like they're underground somewhere.
Well, duh.
All the lights and everything else. So this is a tunnel or underground bunker or something. Everyone looks like they're dressed the same as well. I'm not seeing many bright colors and blues and yellows and oranges, and not many primary colors. It's odd to me. I wonder what the hell that is. Maybe that's probably Reed's, no. It might be, but the fact that there's one beam here and the second beam all the way over there. So they got Paris in this reality as well. So they got the Eiffel Tower in this reality. I just want to see what they have and what they don't have, what they do and what they don't do. Maybe in this version of Earth, certain locations are together as well. Maybe UK and Paris are in the same in the same landmass. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Looks like this is Reed Richards' technology. Like the design language kind of feels like it is. It doesn't look like it's Galactus' stuff, because if it was, it'll be coming down from above. But since it's going up into the sky from the ground, I think this is Reed's work. So if it's Reed's work, for example, that means like I was saying earlier on, they're the only. They must be spread thin. 4 people across the globe.
That's right.
4 people. Yo. Yeah, I want to see this movie badly. That's why I'm like, I don't think this should be the final trailer. They need 1 or 2 more. They need 1 or 2 more trailers, man. This cannot be the final trailer.
He ain't lying.
Face it together. As a family.
Yo, that was nice. That was nice. Why would, then again, what if he steps on you guys?
What time is it, Ben?
No.
Just out of curiosity, I wonder who makes Ben's suits outside of the superhero suit or the astronaut suit? Who makes his clothes? Like, if I was his size, I don't think I would wear regular clothes anymore. I'd just probably be in my astronaut, outfit or sweater or custom-made tee.
Nice.
This part really got me confused as to how he's growing a rock beard.
What?
I don't know why they needed to do this. It's probably a deep cut because it exists in the comics, which is cool. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but I just want to know why. Because now people like me, when we see this, the next thing we're going to think is, okay, so how soft is that? Is that like clay? How the hell are you going to shave that, dude? Who? Yeah, I don't know why they did this. It's, again, because it's a comic book movie, it's cool visually. But because of how my neurodivergent brain works, the next question I'm asking is, okay, so how does he shave that? And then if he's going to shave it, what does he use to shave it? And then I'm surprised I'm not even asking this question first. So if he has hair... So if he's growing hair, a whole full beard, does he have hair on his chest and then hair on his nether regions?
You serious?
Marvel. Some things just need to stay in the comics.
That's right.
How does that even work? And then what the hell do you use to shape? Do you chisel? You chisel away your beard? I don't know. I don't know why they did this, but oh well.
What time is it, Ben?
No, Johnny.
Say it!
I don't wanna!
Say it!
From what I've heard, it's said that Galactus is going to cook their goose. They're going to get the goose cooked by Galactus.
Damn, son.
All their efforts are going to be for nothing. And that has to break them. But upon leaving their version of Earth and ending up in Marvel's current MCU, I wonder what that'll feel like, because I imagine that would be like a load off their shoulders if they're coming to reality where there are other superheroes that they can work together with. And then that whole, saving the Earth by ourselves, that's got to take a toll on 4 people. I'm sorry, man.
You don't understand.
That's why I'm thinking to myself, maybe this version of Earth that they're on is smaller. Because realistically, our current Earth, 4 superheroes. Do you know the amount of disorder and carnage all the criminals will get up to when they know the Fantastic Four is in Paris? They'll be doing some shenanigans in
the beginning. In the beginning.
What do you have in place to stop, carnage going on in one location whilst you're in another location? That's why I was saying they probably have satellites in orbit, but how precise are those satellites?
I like this one.
Like, do they have CCTV? Do they have their version of CCTV? Or is it something that only Reed has in place just to monitor, the city? And then what if something goes on at midnight or past midnight when they sleep? Now they have a child, not even a child. I was going to say, now they have a child on the way. The child is born. You can see it in the trailer. Now it's Fantastic 5. So you have a child. How will their superhero
in the beginning
activities continue? Like, how I wonder what the audience will even feel like. And I also wonder if they're going to introduce certain things that makes the audience or the public distrust them, or the typical rise to fame and they tear you down, blah blah blah, like what Superman's going through, for example, in the upcoming James Gunn's Superman movie. And I'm bored of those things, to be honest. I want to see if this version of this superhero movie will just have a reality where heroes are praised. That's why I said that it looks like they're praised and appreciated and semi-worshipped.
Wait a minute.
And I wonder how many people want to venture into space and try to recreate their accident that's given them superpowers. I wonder how many people, how many scientists, generals have been tried to, weaponize them as well. I want to see what that looks like.
Willingly? Yes.
You've come back, you've got superpowers, and you're Americans. Well, they haven't really specified anything to do with America, unless they have, and I haven't paid attention to all the trailers that came out recently. But I've not heard anything to do with America, or USA so far in all the trailers and the TV spots. So I wonder what the generals will, what their dialogue would be like with Reed. You got some very good technology. If you kept it, with us and you entrusted it with us, we could do real good with it. So that's why I said it must be a heavy load for 4 people to carry. To be such a genius and to create stuff, but to know that sometimes the human mind, it's not everyone you gift or you give certain tools and abilities to. And I wonder if Reed is going to be depicted as a smart man pre the cosmic energy hitting the four of them. I imagine some hardcore comic book fans won't like that if they're trying to make it look like Reed was smart enough or okay, intelligent, and then when they went into space and the spatial anomaly hit them and they came back, he became super smart. I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll stick, with the comic book origins and say he was already smart before going to space. But I'm really excited. Like I said earlier on, Superman, I'll see it, but I'm thirsty for this one.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Because I just want to see what they're going to do with this Earth. They could do a lot of positive things. They could do many, many good things. Like certain things we wish to see on our current Earth. They could pull it off on their Earth.
That's right.
I'm so excited for this movie.
Check, please.
If their Earth doesn't survive and Galactus devours their Earth and they end up in our current MCU reality, then what happens to Galactus? I hope Galactus stays where he's at. I don't want to see him in our MCU because I don't know what. You'd have to pit something that is stronger than him against, or strong as him. And the only thing that comes to mind is the Eternals.
What?
No, not Eternals, the other ones, the huge ones, the giant ones, the Celestials.
That's right.
If you're going to include the Celestials against Galactus, and then how? Nah, my brain is doing too much work right now because I'm thinking, so who's going to be the guy or being to call a Celestial to come and help them fight Galactus? Too much. So that's why I think they should just keep it a one-time deal. In this movie, Galactus only shows up in the whole MCU reality. Well, not whole. Maybe 5 years down the line, you do another version of Galactus. But for now, one-off, because he's too much of a endgame. He's too much of a big bad.
He ain't lying.
Like, to stop Galactus and once and for all without having to do a bargain thing, or let me take you to another planet to devour this planet, or, let's come to some agreement. You'd have to kill him. And to kill Galactus, how do you kill an entity like Galactus? And because it feels like it's going to be a lot of work. Do Galactus once and for all for now, and then maybe wait 5 years or 6 years down the line, and then maybe bring another version of him or the same Galactus, and he finds a way to enter this MCU reality / timeline, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Get this man a shield.
Peeps, let me know in the comment section if you are as excited as I am, because I'm so excited. Yeah. Anyways, I have been your one and only multipotentialite, Neurodivergent host,
The Cosmic Jedi signing out. Thank you for watching.